Today we're going to be talking about things that I did not use with my daughter, my first child. I bought all the things that you can think of, and I mean, a lot of the common things people tell you to get. And I was like researching and watching all the YouTube videos about what to get, and I'm sure that my next child will be different. So, this is just how things were for us, but goodness, there were so many things that I just did not use. So I'm going to share those things with you today. This is Adeline, my daughter. She is just a year old. She just turned a year old on the 20th. Let's see, it's been a week since then. So January 20th, she turned 1 year old. Yep, she's a big girl now. So if you want to know more about her milestones, I'll be posting more about what she's doing now that she's a year old. I'll make an actual video about that, but I recently posted a little update on my channel in case you're interested. So let me jump right into this, and I promise it won't take too long. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly. So one of the things that I really didn't use a whole lot, I did use it a little bit because I wanted to make it work, but the boppy pillow, that little U-shaped thing that you put around you, I just really didn't find it that comfortable or helpful. I felt like it was just kind of bulky and annoying. I actually preferred to use a small little throw pillow instead. She's trying to be the center of the show here. You're gonna have to get down if you're gonna be in the way. And then I also didn't really use the Boppy Lounger that much, but I probably used it more than the Boppy. I did when she was really young for the first few weeks, use it to take a bath. I'd put it on the floor on the rug in the bathroom and just lay her in it. But there were several times where I got water on it, so it's probably not the best option. I ended up using the bouncer a lot more for that kind of thing. So then I also didn't use the Rock and Play. Before it got recalled, I had it and I really didn't use it a lot either. Like I said, with the Boppy Lounger, I probably use the Rock and Play for similar reasons. Maybe just to sit her just for a second while I'm showering or something, but watching her. And then also did not use the Diaper Genie very often. Well, I used it, but I did not find it useful. It does help with a smell thing, but as soon as you open it up, it's gonna smell, and then it's gonna linger for a minute, just like a regular trash can with a lid. So I didn't really think that it was anything special. And also, the bags for the Diaper Genie are extremely expensive, and I just couldn't afford to use the Diaper Genie, so I got rid of it. So now we just use a regular trash can with a lid. The sit-up chair I used later, but in the beginning I did not use it. I didn't really use the sit-me-up chair until she was 6 months old or something. And then I'd never used a bottle warmer. I got this really nice bottle warmer, but I chose to breastfeed, and even when I made bottles, I just used warm water, and it was warm enough for her. So the bottle warmer for me just wasn't really necessary, especially if you're going to breastfeed and stay at home, you'll probably never use the bottle warmer. And then another thing that I still have in a box that I can't say that I won't use it, but in a year's time, I never used the Nose Frida. It's probably the most popular, one of the most popular items that people just swear to get. And luckily mine was a gift, so I didn't waste any money on it, but I've never used the Nose Frida. I just haven't been that desperate yet, but I'm sure that my time is coming. And then another thing that I did not use with Addie, and this wasn't by choice, I tried to introduce them, but it's pacifiers, or some people call them dummies or nunas. We just never did use a pacifier. I tried to introduce one, and she just wanted to use me for comfort, I guess, because she never would take to a pacifier. And then another thing that I don't use very often is my breast pump, but I feel like it's something that you kind of have to have. But I really kind of feel like I could have just gotten away with a manual pump. So if you don't really plan to pump a whole lot if you're going to breastfeed and you're going to stay at home like me and nurse most of the time, like you might be able to get away with like a cheap little manual pump or even the Haka. Most of the milk that I saved from having a baby is from the Haka pump. They're like a little silicone suction pump that you just like suction to your other breast while you nurse on the other side. And I caught several ounces at a time every time I fed her because I had a little bit of an oversupply and I stored up so much milk and I still have milk. So when she needs a bottle, like when we went on vacation and I wanted to go on a date with my husband, I had all the extra milk to pack with me so I didn't have to always pump when I wanted to go do something. So you might not need several $100s worth of a breast pump. You might be able to get away with like a cheaper option. So I put that on there. Also, if you do plan to pump a lot though, the Freemie cups are so worth it. I did get those as a gift and they're so nice to have. The times that I did pump, I really was grateful for the Freemie cups, especially if you have an oversupply like I did in the beginning. When we would go on like little trips and things to like our parents' house who lived several hours away, I was able to use the Freemie cups in the car, and I bought a car adapter for my pump, and it really helped to like relieve my engorged breast, but also to be able to give her a bottle in the back seat because it was just impossible to constantly stop. So that was a really huge game changer for me. And then another thing that I have that I don't really use very often are hooded towels. I mean, they're really not that convenient, and the hood is only going to be on them for like 5 seconds from when you take them out and put them, on their changing table or your bed or whatever to get them dressed. So to me, it's like, why spend the extra money for a hooded towel when they can just use a regular towel. I mean, they're huge. Our towels are huge to them, so you can just wrap them up extra warm and cover their head that way. So for me, the hooded towels is kind of just like not very necessary. I think they're adorable and I think they're cute, but like, unless it's like a gift or something, I wouldn't worry about going out and like getting hooded towels. Another thing is like a newborn item is mittens to cover their hands. I had a ton of those and I gave them away because I just never really used them. I didn't find them to stay on very well, but I also felt like she liked to kind of suck on her hands a little bit. And like, I know like she would scratch her face sometimes, but I tried to just keep her nails trimmed. And I don't know, I would always just at night when I'm like not able to keep her from scratching her face off, I would hold on a second. I would just get those little onesies with the little fold over mitts on the arm already attached. Those to me work the best. Let's see. Another thing. Oh, I bought this for postpartum. This was like something I thought I had to have when I was pregnant. I bought this for myself for postpartum, and it's a girdle, a postpartum girdle. I thought that I would wear this like waist cinching girdle to like help me get things tightened back up or whatever. I just kind of jumped on that bandwagon. Not even sure if it's even helpful. I never wore it. Postpartum, I just wasn't going to make myself more uncomfortable. So I just never wore the girdle. I mean, I don't even know where it's at. I probably put it on one time and said, forget this. So if you're like wondering if you should get one, you might want to just rethink that. And then another thing that is kind of popular that I never used and never bought is a wipe warmer. You just don't need a wipe warmer. I mean, I just don't know what the point in that is. It like dries your wipes out, and then, I mean, I guess it's nice, but like I never really felt like my daughter was like mad at me because her wipes were cold. So anyway, that to me, it just, I don't know. Oh, and then the next item is something that's like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of women might find this useful, but I personally just never did. Maybe I'm just lazy. But I bought this little like little changing mat to keep in my diaper bag, and it has all these pockets where you can like put diapers and wipes and everything, and you like have this beautiful little mat to roll out. Well, I never ended up using it, so I gave it to my sister, which she loves it. She uses it all the time. What I end up doing is changing her diaper in the car, or like in the back of my car. I have a yoga mat, and sometimes I'll put like a blanket down on top of that just to protect things, and I'll just lay her on that and or in my lap and change her diaper. I mean, I just kind of change it however. I don't really worry about rolling out a special diaper changing mat. So that's one of those things I thought I would really need that I got, and I gave it away. And then the last thing on my list is, oh, I put it on there twice. So that was the last thing. I was going to say bottle warmer, but I already talked to you guys about that. So that is everything that I thought I would need and I just didn't use. Another thing that's kind of funny, you might see the background if you followed my pregnancy vlogs. You might have noticed that the curtains have changed in this room. At first I had these little roughly fluffy pink curtains, which I never really was a huge fan of anyway. I got them on sale and I thought they would fit in the room, but they were kind of like cheaply made anyway. But I got these curtains, the pink ones, and they were cute. But once the baby got here and I was trying to get her down for naps during the day, I realized that they didn't block any light out. And she's like a super light sleeper, and it has to be really dark and like quiet and everything. So I changed to blackout curtains. These curtains really do darken this room pretty good. They're not completely blackout, but they're room darkening curtains. And they're not the prettiest, but they match and they do the trick. So if you're thinking about curtains for your nursery, you might want to just consider the fact that your child might need like darkness during the day. So maybe like figure out a way to make that happen. And then what else? There was something that came to mind. Oh, something... Well, I'll do another video on things that I really use and things that I love, and hopefully that will help too. But I'll end this video here because I don't want it to get too long, and I just wanted to get on here quickly and just share with you guys this little information. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I'm going to make more videos. I vlogged my whole pregnancy with Adeline, and if you want to go back and look at that, it was really special. There's a vlog on my due date and birth and everything, so if you're into that, go check it out. My due date vlog was probably like my most popular video for whatever reason, but I noticed that not a lot of people watched the actual birth vlog, so maybe I need to change the title so that they know like where it's at. But it's all linked in the description on the due date vlog. You can check that out. So anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna get off here. Adeline is playing and I gotta clean some house. So check me out, subscribe. I will talk to you guys soon. Follow me on Instagram at Catherine.bob, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.